Is the full interview with Randy and Amy that we had that really small snapshot of back on Sunday morning. Randy and Amy work alongside Ryan over at Community Church Warndon, and they took this initiative mainly to do these bags of hope back at Easter, and then again just about 10 days ago. They delivered them to 200 homes back at Easter, and then 250 a couple of weeks ago. And they filled them with various things, as we'll hear in the video. It's something as a church that we're considering doing in the near future. So listen to what they've been up to, be praying for those bags and for the scripture that's been dropped into those homes. But here's the interview with Randy and Amy. Thanks again for a bit of your time to share what's been going on at CCW and what you guys have been up to. So we've heard a little bit that you've been handing out all these bags. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about them, what's in them, who you've been delivering them to?
Sure. Well, I kind of let Amy fill in some of the details, but it all started when, of course, we couldn't have a Easter Sunday service. We couldn't have the traditional Easter egg hunt outreach event. And so that caused us to think, well, what could we do as an alternative? Would we be allowed to do something? And we thought about giving like an Easter bag to just the immediate area around where CCW meets, the community center. And so we talked that over. We kind of talked about what to put in, Easter related. And then we actually went to the West Mercia Police to find out if we were able to actually do this event. And we got permission. They said, yes, as long as you practice social distancing and all of that, this would be seen as like a key worker type of a thing that would help the community. And so that's what started the whole thing off. And then Amy, if you wanted to share a little bit about what we decided to put in and everything.
Sure. We decided to put in, we wanted, of course, some scripture included, so we were able to get a little booklet called My Daily Strength that has a month's worth of just Bible verses to read. Each one was just really pertinent to just receiving our strength from the Lord. And really, I actually got emotional when they arrived because I wasn't exactly sure what they were, but they were just so perfect for this time where people are experiencing anxiety and fear and uncertainty. So we were really excited to put those in. We had actually ordered a children's book that there was a mistake and it didn't arrive in time. But then that kind of spurred us on to go, well, let's do another set of bags because we have these books now that arrived late. So then we put in some Easter chocolate eggs. We put in some seed packets for people to plant. I'm forgetting what else was in the first bag. We did a postcard that told where we usually met and what time we usually met, but that they could find us online now. And then we also had business cards made up just with some pertinent phone numbers on them, like the county helpline, the health line. There's just some different things like that. But then we also included CCW's phone number and said, you can give us a call even if you just need someone to talk to. And then we put magnets on the back of those business cards so that they would be available for people just to put in their fridge and access that information.
Yes, and so then we talked to the outreach team and they got really excited about it. And then the day before Easter, the Saturday before Easter, we went out, distributed them, and we've done a lot of these kinds of things over the years. This is probably, I would say this was the most well-received door-to-door outreach event I've ever seen or ever heard of. People were just very happy. Everyone's on lockdown. People were just very happy to see someone and just get a gift with no strings attached. And there were many conversations, and it was just well-received. And we really think that it was in God's providence that the children's book it was meant to be an Easter story, but it's the life of Jesus. Since that didn't come, we thought, well, as Amy said, let's do another in a few weeks, in about a month's time. And so it's like a follow-up one. And the rest of the outreach team, they were really excited. They loved doing the first one. We all got to see each other. We maintained our social distancing, but it was a good time of fellowship, really, rather than just this Zoom thing. It's all right, but it was really great to see each other and to know that, we're not breaking the law in doing this. And so they said, oh yes, they got on board, and we were calling these bags of hope, or hope bags. And that was the theme. I think we have
one that rips, so we don't.
An example of that one.
Well, am I right in saying you did 200 the first time for Easter and then 250 the second time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we added another 50.
It went so well the first time that you decided to do more the second time.
Yes. And so, I think we revisited the same 200, and then we just added an additional 50 on top of that. And really, I think we're going to do another one as we get closer to school restarting, when we find out when that is. And we'll make sure we get all of those 250.
Great.
So when we did our hope bags, people were commenting. They said, oh yes, you're that church. And they would say, our sunflowers are growing. We planted them. And it spurred a lot more deeper conversations. It was really great. That was only this past Saturday. So we really thank God. I didn't know if you wanted to share what was in the in the bags of hope that was different.
Yeah, the reason we kind of themed it around is the same company that made the Daily Strength booklets had another booklet called Finding Hope. And so we just kind of went with that. We had just some coloring sheets for people in our congregation to just paste it on the front of the bags, which it really actually kind of gave some people some things to do that really were looking for things to do. So that was kind of also a nice thing that they were able to be a part of that in that way. And then inside there was, since the rainbow thing has been reclaimed as a symbol of hope, we had like this crayons that are all one crayon that you can kind of detach and move to the color that you want. So we included that, and then we included some hope coloring sheets as well, kind of a kid-oriented one, and then more of an adult coloring sheet. And then we also put some more sweets in there, and another postcard again saying who we are. And then April Wright made all of these bunting crafts that the template could cut out if they would like for Meet Day to decorate their home with as well. So that was also just kind of a nice community building addition to the bag.
Yeah, it's the stuff for people to do, it's stuff for people to eat. But also some great stuff with Bible verses and things so people can find out more about Jesus. Quite like that with the sunflower seeds, because I guess in some ways you've been sowing more than just one type of seed. The seeds of faith and scripture into people's homes, as well as literal seeds of sunflowers. That's really cool. I guess maybe what would be the, one or two biggest encouragements that either you've had personally or as a church as a result of doing these two bags?
I just think some of the elderly people that we got to see then for the second time that, were just so happy to see us again. And, one lady said, when we left her the bag the first time, I haven't seen anybody in 3 weeks. You're the first people I've talked to in 3 weeks. And then when we came back, she's like, oh, it's you again. And she's just so happy just to see people and know that we care. And, we said, if you need anything, you call us. We're happy to help you in any way. And just to be able to put a face to our church. Some people don't know even that we meet there at Chap Drive, but for them to not only now know that, but to also see what kind of people these people are. And they obviously just care about us. So I think that was something that I think we always want to do as a church, but sometimes we don't know how to do it. And this was a really practical way of just spreading that care to the community. So I think that was my biggest encouragement from it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I would agree with Amy. That would be the biggest one. And then how, in the second Hope bag, there was such we were recognized and appreciated, and it wasn't looked at as, what's the catch here? They were just very warmly received. And it was just an example of how when you do a repeat visit and the first one goes well, they're just happy to see you. And the other one would be just, I think, what the encouragement to our church family, as Amy mentioned before, just being able to color those sheets or come out and help distribute the bags, or they were praying and they were wanting to hear how it went. And it just seemed like it was just some excitement, and it was just something to do, to further the gospel during this lockdown. And the fact that we were given permission, because we did think that was kind of a long shot, that, they're not going to want us to do that. But he said, no. So that seemed like a real answer to prayer. And we just really thank God for that.
That's great. It's been great to hear a bit about how those have gone and what you've been up to. And we'll pray for that in a little bit. But thanks for sharing that with us.